Thank you for participating in the Smart Moves program. For those of you that received a binder, the pages for this session will be on the bottom of this video. For those of you that did not receive a binder, you can access our pages on our website, www.dhfunforkids.com. Just look for the Smart Moves program. We hope you enjoyed today's session. Welcome to session 11 of the Smart Moves program. In this session, you will explore negative feelings and you will play a game in which you are identifying some negative emotions. You'll also learn about some ways on how you can deal with negative emotions and negative feelings. These are just suggestions, as we understand that not everyone will cope with negative emotions the same way. Now, we want to know how you are currently handling negative emotions. So let's go ahead and look at today's essential question. Our essential question for today is, how do I deal with negative emotions? Now, please take the time to answer our essential question before we start activity 1. It is now time for our activity for today's session. In today's session, you will learn about different ways in which people show their emotion. Now, there are positive emotions, which can give you good feelings, and then there's negative emotions, which can leave you feeling upset. There's no such thing as a right or wrong emotion. Now, what we're going to do for today's activity is you're going to practice showing or noticing different emotions. What you're going to do is you're going to watch 3 videos showing these 3 emotions: sadness, fear, and boredom. It is up to you to decide which video is showing which emotion. Now, please take the time to watch these 3 videos. Today, we want you to understand in which ways that you can deal with your negative emotions or feelings. Remember that these are just suggestions. As we mentioned earlier, let's go over them right now. Alright, the first one is, remember that what you're feeling, you are not alone. There are other people who could be having the same negative emotions or negative feelings that you're going through at the moment. Number 2, talk about it. Find a trusted adult, such as a parent, a teacher, or even a counselor. Talk to them about the negative emotions or feelings that you're currently going through. Number 3, write about it or do an art project. It may help if you have a pen, pencil, and a paper and write about what you're feeling. Or you can do an art project to take your mind off of it. Number 4, get involved in another activity that makes you feel good. Let's say you're not happy, you're having a negative emotion, you can grab a book. Or you can draw, or play basketball. Do something to take your mind off that negative emotion or negative feeling. And lastly, you can try to be patient with yourself. Think about all the positive feelings you can have. It's only temporary. Your negative feeling is only temporary. We are now going to practice an activity for when you are feeling stressed out or negative emotions. First thing we're going to do is sit down for a moment, and then we're going to close our eyes. After we close our eyes, we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to hold it for a second, and then we're going to release. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in, and then release. Now, you're going to do this for the next few minutes. After you do that, you'll slowly open your eyes, and then you'll move your bodies around. Now, this is a way, this may not work for some people, but this is another way that you can get your mind off of things that you're stressed out about or your negative emotions. Today, we discussed some negative feelings and ways to show those negative feelings. It is important to remember that each one of us will have to deal with negative feelings or emotions at some point in our lives. Remember, it is completely normal for that to happen. We also hope that you take some of the coping methods that was discussed today for the future when you're dealing with negative feelings or negative emotions. Now please take the time to fill out line 11 on your What I Like About Me page. For this session, I put, I care about people.